Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm Becky Campbell. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today. Poems written by your friends and neighbors. Today, I'll be reading poems in memory and honor of my mother, Susie Sims Irvin. If you don't come from around here, if you don't come from around here, you won't know what we're writing about or why we write long lives on anything within reach with pens dipped in Harpeth River. While we keep on plowing these same old stories to uncover just one more shred of truth other blades have left behind. If you don't come from around here, you won't know this is all part of the pain of staying put. But if you find the strength to leave, pull up your roots with your own two hands, then go. Leave in your wake a tangle of split roots and broken hearts. But go and keep on going until you find what's waiting out there for you. You'll know. But there will come a time you want to quit your leaving and head back to the barn. You won't have to ask directions. If you were one who just took a notion to spend all your days around here, wipe the dust off your boots and the gravy off your chin. You can get citified right here, not move a muscle. But somewhere along your lifeline, all that's not real is going to wash off. And I'm here to tell you, if you come from around here, these folk will remember, even if you forget.
Today, I'll be reading poems in honor and memory of our beloved local Tennessee poets, Carol Chambers Moth and Nancy Fletcher-Blume. The first poem, Mourning After Losing a Friend, for Carol C. Moth by Nancy Fletcher-Blume. She would have captured in words beauty of bare branches, ancient tree, March morning, 5 o'clock moon. She would have captured on canvas stark black branches, ancient tree, March morning, 5 o'clock moon. She left us memories of beauty, March morning, fading of a 5 o'clock moon.
Susie herself always said it was the hills that were the defining characteristic of Franklin, their majesty keeping us in our place and inspiring us. This hill that I will read about was one that existed on Cecilwood Farm, our family farm, one of 7 that joined to become Fieldstone Farms as you know it today. Ode to a Hill. I lived then on the slope of the hill. The dirt road went to the top of the rise and stopped where the hill leaned forward, shadowed the fertile, buttery fields. At sunrise, she draped morning mist about her shoulders and took her seat in the family circle of hills that rimmed my days and collected my years. Clasp me willingly to breast of strength and age, drawing my dreams up to her. Up past the tree line she reached to launch my thoughts from branching fingertips, laughing with me as they floated freely on sky, then dove wildly, crazy windless kites careening into cloud. I lay upon her then, cradled in thick moss that grew beneath the tall cedars, looked up through green lace into clearest blue and whispered, Mother.
Next poem, Finger Diamonds, written by Nancy Fletcher-Blume. From the anthology Gathering, Writers of Williamson County. I sit most hot summer nights, absent of rings on my hands, well into the evening on my porch, occasionally rocking, looking at stars and thinking of diamonds. They are everywhere. Tonight I feel a stirring desire for finger diamonds. I search my cupboard shelves and see an old mason fruit jar. I smile. A few hole punches later, and I am eagerly slipping off my shoes to walk barefooted deep into the dew-wet grass. I reach upward into the humid night for the diamonds. One by one, I place them in my jar. And now, sitting on my steps, I gently take these delicate diamonds and place them on my fingers. I allow myself but a few fleeting moments enjoyment before I remove my diamonds and watch them take off to air. I cannot follow them. They are forever free. I can only imagine.
As we close the chapter on the family farm, Susie would say, almost as much as we hated to leave our hills, pastures, streams, and cedars, we hated to leave our critters. The title of this poem, That Fox. We saw the fox this morning. There's one thing about that fox. He knows who he is, and he knows where he's going, setting out from his den on the other side of the hill. He sticks that nose out front, shrubby tail flagging behind him, little legs whipping under him, fast, short, even little steps, making time, heading to the river, sighting down that sharp, pointy nose, a diagonal across wide winter fields. I surprised him once coming down the gravel road. He didn't miss a beat just cut a wide circle around me, never batted an eye, nose still pointed to the river. Comes back the same way, up the hill fast little fox steps, satisfied, secretive, smiling to himself. You can almost hear him humming. Not that we see him that often, 4 times this past year that I can remember. Once in the snow, he just came and sat in the side yard, his red-orange coat fluffed out, white ascot ruffed under his chin, head up, sniffing cold, superior, like this white carpet had been rolled out just for him, and he had come, was here to take charge. Last summer, in the worst of droughts, he came in broad daylight to the cat's pans, right up against the house, walking sideways, mangy looking, half-starved, embarrassed-like. He hated coming ragged and dirty, begging us to look the other way, slinked off, close to the ground. I could have cried. Foxes take poorly to humbling. That's why we're so glad to see him this morning. We run from window to window, watch him clear out of sight, pressing across that field, skimming over that frost. Just look at him. He's something else today. That fox, pointy little nose, stuck way out front, heading to the river.
The next poem, Beaches of April by Nancy Fletcher-Blume. Sand yellow, creamy as butter, hanging fronds green as China berry tea, shading late afternoon sun, skies clear blue, innocence of baby's eyes. White foam, frothed and warm, as the water blackened by death. Rocks worn, jutted, watching. Time stands still with long lost love. A memory now belonging to the universe. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.